Hello all, welcome to my channel Journey with Sam. After a long break back again, apologize for not teaching this Python lessons or R lessons from quite 3 weeks because of my work and my bad health. I couldn't able to record any session. So today I'm going to talk about how we can create a function, why we need to create a function, and how it will be useful when you work. So let's go now. So before we going it, so I already imported the dplyr package for a data manipulation and data analysis, and read excel which help us to read your excel file. So let's execute now, and we have a glucose data set here which have a patient id categorized with the gender, and based on the visit how the glucose has been calculated. So it is calculated in mg per dl, the value and the units. And if you come down, you also can see the millimole per liter. So let's go for here, we will see what kind of values are there in a parameter. So we give the glucose data frame, and we give the dollar symbol, and we go for a parameter. So if you see here, you can distinguish two kind of values where glucose is collected in two kind of units. So based on this units, we are going to calculate a summary statistics now. So let's create one value here, measure, and we're going to create a function now. So measure function, and we are calculating some kind of values. And before we going into it, what kind of function parameters we can pass here. So after that, you can use this curly brackets to define your code now. So for a function, what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a data, what kind of data I want and what kind of variable I want. And now I'll start giving my parameters what I've given. So I'll pass the data parameter 1, and I will give the glucose value, and I'll write the pipe operator. And here one debug is assignment operator. So now I want to filter, so I will check the var value. So before going into it, I want to check the parameter. So I want to filter a parameter, so based on var1, so I will call the var1, and again I've used the pipe operator. So now I'll use the group by function, and I want to group by gender. And now again I'll call the summarize function here. So I'll calculate the n value, we'll take only the distinct values now. Okay, and we'll call the patient id, and let's execute. So the function has been passed. So now we will categorize each parameter now. So I want to calculate the glucose with male, and I will give an equal to, and we will call the function what we have defined. So if you give for a data 1 equal to, so I want to filter okay, the data what I want to give is the glucose of male. Okay, and the var1 I want to filter only the values of millimole per liter, mg per dl. Okay, let's copy this and let's pass now. So we are getting one unused argument. So let's see what it we have not defined in the right way. So let's see this one. The gender. Okay, maybe the thing is the curly brackets we have to define here. So let's execute this one now. Still it is showing some issue here. Some undefined measurements we are giving it. So what we have not defined, let's see. Yes. So now if you see here, var1 I have given, but I have provided only var. So let's change this function name and let's execute. So easily this has been executed, and we can see a glucose male where it is categorized the female as a 3 and male as a 3 patient IDs we can see for a glucose. So let's filter this one manually here. So let's filter here only how many males were there. So now we will check only the male participants, how many are there now. Okay, so when you filter here, you can see the participants are 101, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, let's execute like this. Maybe female is not taking in a good way. So if you see here 102, 103, 106. So only 3. So now if I give only the male one, you can see here 101, 4, 5, again 3 are there. Okay, so don't consider this one. So we are giving the right number. So this way you can evaluate it. So now we will copy the same one, and I want to give for check for a millimole per liter. So when we did this one, unique parameter. Okay, so now we will copy this parameter here and we can give over here. So now let's change this one. Okay, let's rename this one. So mg, and this one we want to calculate for millimole. So when you execute this one, so two data frames has been created. So in this way you can check how we can do it. You might ask, why can't we keep the group by function instead of here only? So we can give that one also. So and we can give the parameter also, because right now I'm showing a very less data here. You can also see there is an warning is coming here when we use the parameter. It's because like this, if you use this groups option or a function, it will tell you that to remove the grouping before you summarizing. So let's add here now. Let's give the comma and we will keep the dot groups and we will drop it. So when you execute it, you can see there won't be any kind of warning message here, and you can also see your data. There is no change. So in this way, you can use your functions efficiently. It's all up to you how do you define your function. So utilize your function as much as you can when we want to derive or repeated calculations based on different categories. You keep defining your data, the variables you want to filter, or whatever you would like to do on your basis, you can summarize your function. So thanks for watching, and if you have any doubts, please reach out to me. Have a nice evening.